Hello, it's so good to have you on Nta Calabar for another very exciting moment of Sunday Special, your Sunday Tonic. Tonight's edition is packed with stories from government, people, events, and society that will educate, inform, and of course entertain you. We enjoy you to just stay tuned and enjoy every moment of our outing tonight. I am Maureen Leo Ajom. I will be right back. Welcome back. We begin with a story that the blessings of the 3 Sundays Global Glory celebration organized by the Celestial Church of Christ Upper Zonal Headquarters, Calabar, is one that is expected to last long in the lives of the people. The shepherd in charge, Prophet David Ekpo, expressed his gratitude to God for the success of the program. Paul Abel tells us more.
The Global Glory Celebration, with the theme From Zero to Hero, brought great men of God from different parts of the country to impart the lives of the people through the word and power.
If they are leaving their stage of zero level to become a hero, I will strongly believe that God has answered our prayer. So it is a privilege to be here. I will believe that God is going to make us from that zero level that we've left. We are going to be at that hero level.
So there's a global, there's a local. So a lot of us have been operating on local glory. That guy when you fry for them, now only there you dey. Global glory, it does not talk of where you are. The locality does not matter.
Global glory, that glory that is beyond human imagination. Who is that glory? Jesus Christ.
Their prophetic declarations and prayers did not only transform lives, but also extended to the well-being of Nigeria as a nation.
Every power stopping you from blessing me, block them dead today. Open your mouth and begin to fire up your fire. That will make your glory not to be celebrated. That the Lord God should come and cancel by the special blood. Prayer together.
Guest music artists did not lack the divine ointment to draw the presence and the glory of God with worship and praises. The shepherd in charge and other members sum up the messages and blessings received.
God bless them. May God make them to see good turning around in their life, and let their life have meaning. Those that devil says they cannot do anything, they cannot move forward, but because of this global glory of celebration, God will celebrate them.
It's been blessings, blessings, and blessings from Sunday 1 to Sunday 3. Testimonies and all that. So I will advise people that in our present condition right now, the only hope and solution is God.
I know that the blessing of God has been shared today over everybody, and I'm happy everybody is going back home with testimony and smiling on their face. And may God continue to do marvelous work for the parish and for the shepherd.
This service have brought us a lot of changes, and person like me, I have received, as in seen God's goodness. I have a testimony.
I want to use this medium, this very privilege, to tell worshippers to hold fast unto their God. For as a person, I found joy.
People await the next touch of the Lord as they continue to bask in the blessings already received at this Global Glory celebration. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
Now, Humility is defined as ability to view oneself accurately as an individual with talents as well as flaws while being void of arrogance and low self-esteem. In the special report, Bernie Achibong sought views from psychologists in various fields on the benefits of the virtue humility.
Humility, the ability to view oneself accurately as an individual with talent as well as flaws while being void of arrogance and low self-esteem. Humility offers opportunity to be less involved but more attuned to empathy, be compassionate and appreciate others' accomplishments as well as serve as a yardstick for the development of self-growth.
Humility is a cardinal virtue, among others like consistency, detachment, tolerance, forgiveness, detachment, and many others. They are practiced as virtues.
An average mystic is a humble person, very humble to a fault. But if you don't know, you may think otherwise. There will be differences in character and otherwise.
Humility is not always acknowledged as a relevant trait to possess, but as a fact, a remarkable character strength.
And that is a symbol of service, that each and every one of us who share in the table of Christ, we must learn to serve one another as brothers and sisters.
A study evaluation perspective of humility. Research found the virtue to be associated with positive emotions and good psychological adjustments. It is important to stay humble, as humility helps to develop a kind approach to interact and also influence how one perceives the world around. In Calabar, Benny Achibong, NTA News.
Promoting and protecting the principles of rule of law as well as respect for human rights are cardinal objectives of the Nigerian Bar Association as it pledges commitment to the professional ethics for legal advancement in Nigeria. Bernie Achibong reports that this was at a dinner organized by Doyen Bar's Calabar branch of the Nigerian Bar Association as a climax of the 2024 Bar Week.
The Bar branch of Nigeria Bar Association held her dinner party to climax the 2024 Bar Week. These afforded members and guests an opportunity to wine, dine, make merry, while interacting on crucial issues that borders on economic and social growth of the nation. In a dinner talk, the guest speaker harped on the judiciary remodel of justice as apt and congratulates the NBA forging ahead despite the country's current situation.
I most humbly challenge us all to make it a duty to look into what happens in the legislature. As lawyers, our duty does not only end in guiding the court. We must also extend such to other arms of government.
But I will need their support. We need to work closely with the NBA in different aspects, which will help us to increase the revenue of the state.
The Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice and the Chairman Doyen Bar branch commended members for their commitment and proactiveness to ensure that the Bar Week was a success.
With this night, we want to enrich our stomach. I welcome all of you to this dinner. Everything is set.
So this dinner is organized to round up all the events that have taken place, the walk, the football match, and all the lectures. So you're encouraged to enjoy yourselves. We lawyers know how to enjoy ourselves. So, like the chairman has said, enjoy yourselves to the fullest. Thank you once again.
Deserving personalities were presented with Award of Excellence.
I feel like, well, it's not like I did the work that I did expecting an award or expecting a reward. I just felt that, well, I'm the publicity secretary. If the branch
plans towards the bar week should fail, it's also I who has failed. So I put in my best to ensure that everything that ought to go well went well.
The dinner party had legal practitioners of all grades, judges and magistrates in attendance, as well as capacity builders in various sectors to grace the occasion. In Calabar, Nta Calabar, NTA News.
We take a break and Sunday Special continues shortly.
Are you looking for a secured environment with good parking space and a natural ambience? Then look no further. Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground has got you covered for marriages, parties, and all kinds of events. Have an event at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground, you stand a chance to get a discounted rate for your event coverage. For bookings, please call Jane 0806 353 3069. Celebrate your events at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground. Nta Calabar, the station for the people.
Welcome back to Sunday Special. Now, friendship, a relationship of mutual affection between people. It is a strong form of interpersonal bond that an acquaintance or an association such as classmate, neighbor, co-worker, or colleague. Correspondent Bernie Achibong shared believers' view on friendship. But the question is, who is a friend? Are you a friend? Let's find out.
Friend, other than a family member, is described as a person one shares common beliefs and values with, attached to another by feelings of affection or personal regards, whom one is vaguely or indirectly acquainted with, and who gives assistance, patronage, or a support.
Anybody you meet in life, you talk to, you have anything in connection with, that's a relationship. But friendship comes closer. There is a mutuality about friendship. Once you say somebody is your friend, then you are close together.
We understand that friendship has to do with giving and taking, sharing, caring, tending, nurturing, making sacrifices here and there, learning to forgive, to forbear. So the elements that make for the smooth running of a healthy relationship.
Based on people's negative experiences and reactions in the case of making friends, there is this general concern on who really is a friend.
A friend is someone with whom you are intimate, with whom you can share your burdens with, share your joys, your fears, your expectations with. That's a friend, somebody who will stand by you through thick and thin.
They conclude that a person who is willing to accept one the way he or she is, willing and able to leave a mark for betterment and care, trust, respect with understanding, emulating the role model, Christ Jesus. In Calabar, Nta Calabar, NTA News.
Now, agriculture and tourism development in Cross River State has been given a pride of place to strive hand in hand with official unveiling of Cross River Agro-Tourism Expo Craft Fest. With the vision of harvesting dreams and cultivating futures, the theme of Craft Fest is building stronger food systems to strengthen resilience on the fight against hunger in Nigeria. Correspondent tells us more. Cross River Agro-Tourism Festival and International Expo Craft Fest is not just a festival but a celebration of the rich heritage of the state while showcasing the various opportunities that lie within agriculture and tourism. Craft Fest promises to be a transformative initiative that will feature agro-tourism conference, agro-empower initiatives, green environment awareness campaign, Queen of Agro-Tourism Nigeria pageant, cultural performances and exhibitions, the African Fabrics and Masquerade Festival, and networking opportunities, facilitating meaningful engagement and collaboration among industry leaders, policymakers, and stakeholders. All of these activities are slated to hold between August and September this year, as disclosed by the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, ASU Rock Integrated Services, ASU Abang, the brain behind the initiative.
The idea was to see how we can redirect young people's attention back to agriculture. But no idea is completely complete until you start the creation of that idea. As we began the creation of Cratfex, the idea was all about redirecting young people's attention to agriculture as an alternative source for employment and revenue generation.
Because no matter how bad the economy gets, people have to eat. And because you have to eat, you have to go back. We have to go back to the land.
Everyone must go back to agriculture because that is our culture.
We have to be intentional to diversify, and we're bringing in art, culture, agriculture together to see how we can achieve this end, and this is really applaudable.
Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Abubakar Ewa, and his counterpart in the Ministry of Agriculture and Irrigation Development was represented, said the initiative is apt and another veritable platform for harnessing the state's culture and agricultural festival as tourism attractions and products through seasons of harvest festival.
Okay, it's an extreme opportunity that we have been missing out from. And today's tourism trend mixes business and leisure. Pleasure tourism is what is happening, and Cross River State cannot afford not to take advantage of the tourist trend.
As other stakeholders laud the initiative, the rich cultural heritage of the state were on display, including presentation from a beauty queen like Miss Oshun State, Peace Adewale, who availed herself and her team in Calabar for the course of craft fairs. In Calabar, Maureen Leo Ajom, NTA News. What will you be remembered for when your earthly sojourn comes to an end? Will the generations after you count on the ideals and legacies you left behind? These salient, rhetorical, and thought-provoking questions were put forth to those present at the funeral service of foremost urologist, late Professor Kunedet Mkbosong, by the officiating minister, Methodist Archbishop of Calabar, Reverend Chimezio Mwakpong, of the Methodist Church Nigeria Wesley Cathedral, Calabar. Oba Hyacinth was there for Sunday Special.
Preceding the funeral was the traditional opening of mourning house, attended by several dignitaries, and service of psalm, which took place at Wesley Methodist Church Nigeria to honor the late nonagenarian. For a man who had lived for 94 years, touching lives in the medical profession and other areas, Bishop Nwezuo charges the congregation to devote their lives to the service of God and humanity like the late sage.
Now that we are here, let us show kindness, let us stretch our right hand of fellowship to people, to our citizens, so that they will be happy. Therefore, I encourage everyone, especially the family, to please remain strong and faithful.
The governor of Cross River State, Senator Basio too, represented by his deputy Peter Ode and other eminent Nigerians from all walks of life, eulogized the sterling qualities of the late professor of medicine for his selfless contributions to Nigerian society.
As a Presbyterian, we are proud that we have someone like him in the Cross River State. We will always remember him. Do however we pray that it is in time like this when the experience will go to borrow from will no longer be available to us.
This is a great loss to not just our immediate community, to our local government, to our state, and to the entire world.
It was a great access to this community, a man that we are all very, very proud of.
Some family members speak.
He is so kind, and who knows what his
job is as the first son of Reverend Okoko Nkposon. So he took up the care. He took up everything he did. Both myself, my children, my sister's children, and his own children. That was his job. He did that very faithfully. We did not lack anything. Whether it's food, whether it's school fees, and everything he took care. And you know from what you have heard that he has done, he's like that. He takes care of everybody.
He was a great father, a mentor. You know, my father, he had never carried a cane on me. But he calls me Lord Ba. But when my father calls Basiede Nkposon, that is enough to make me cry, because I know I have done something wrong.
He taught me how to do that. He taught me how to wash, and he washed even my clothes to show me how to wash. So my uncle was that good, but was very, very strict with us. He was very, very strict.
The body of the foremost late urologist was finally interred at his country home, Ikodokonidem in Akpabio, amidst family members and friends. In Calabar, Oba Hyacinth, NTA News.
And that's it on Sunday Special tonight. Thank you so much for being a part of tonight's outing, and have a good night.